Energy readers of the world, welcome back to my channel, Zenergy Tarot, where we find the Zen within. Sagittarius North Node. You have, honestly, one of my favorites, and probably one of the most underrated North Nodes. But you are called in this lifetime to be the spiritual teacher. Now, Gemini South Node is the learner. So, you are here to teach. You are here to not have all of this idle chit-chat, small talk, the gossip, all of those types of conversations that you find yourself in all the time. I know you do. This lifetime you're called to find the deeper meanings, the deeper conversations. And that is that ninth house energy, the house of spirituality. Ruled by Jupiter. Oh, I cheated. I'm going to go ahead and I cheated there a little bit. Flipping the psychic reading card. And the bottom of the deck is be grateful for all that you have. When you're grateful for the things you have, not only will you see those things increase, but you will open the floodgates to everything you want and a life of true contentment and happiness. Yeah, I just thought I'd read that. I don't even know that I felt led to. I necessarily wasn't told to. So, yeah, that ninth house energy that you need to step into in this lifetime. So we're going to do the Tree Life spread. One of my favorite spreads. Also, I'm for the underdog, and this is another underrated spread that I see no one doing. That's why I'm not your most popular reader out here, because I'm doing stuff that nobody's doing. But it's just because I'm filling the gap. My job, I was called to fill the gaps. I literally got that in a meditation one day. I'm just here to fill the gaps. Where I see lack, I'm filling the gap. Okay? So, here we are, filling the gaps. So, having that commercial break over with, we are going to check in with the Sagittarius North Node energy. See exactly where they are right now. I love doing the North Node reads. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to build this momentum. 4 cups on the bottom. We're going to stop there. So in your foundation is the devil. Devil energy in your foundation. So right now, Sagittarius North Nodes are bound a little bit by something. Some thoughts, ideas, people. Wow. This is going to be a really deep, heavy read. I hope you're here for it. So now we have the Two of Swords in your subconscious. See, so that goes right along with the devil energy. Not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go, not knowing where to look. But again, it's the same energy as the devil, where we all know they're loosely bound. This is something that you probably slipped yourself into, probably a bunch of gossip, I don't know. But then you had the Two of Swords in your subconscious. Again, that's another illusion that you put yourself in. This is like tissue paper. It can come off so easily. If you start crying, it's going to melt off of your face even. And it's something that you put there. That's something that you put there, all up in your head. And that's that Gemini South Node trying to come up out of there, that duality. That. I just shuffled again, and normally I keep peeling off the top, so I think I had to shake up the energy for you or something. I don't know. That was a complete involuntary thing. I'm not sure which one of my guys just jumped up in there to force me to do it, but this is why they did, because in your emotional relationships position, the lovely energy of the Nine of Cups, somebody that is emotionally fulfilled. So even though you might have yourself put all up in these illusions and delusions, you're still coming out emotionally fulfilled. You're still, I have goosebumps and they're settling now, like breathing a sigh of relief. And so, just a very confident person in their emotions. Very stable in their emotions. Now in your communications and career position is the Nine of Pentacles, the pre-Empress energy. So we're really building some great energy here. Despite whatever illusions and delusions that you're all up in your head about, you're still moving through life very, very successfully, because now we have 9-9 here. Nines are the end before the beginning, right? We know that it's the end of a cycle. And then next is the 10. So this is lovely energy that we have pouring out here. So now we're at the heart of the whole entire reading, the whole reason that we're here. And again, this is amazing, heavy, stoic energy. And it's weird to say stoic because your south node is more active right now than your north node. And being that the north nodes are more activated in people that are in their 40s, you're going to be very, very uncomfortable in all of this. When I say stop the small talk, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, stop the gossip, wait a minute, this is your cup of tea. This is what you do, is sit down and you scroll through the gossip. You're always looking for the gossip. You're always looking for the newest thing everyone's talking about, And it's not, I'm not saying that it's horrible or bad or, oh my gosh, this, it's toxic. I'm not saying any of those things. What I'm saying is, in order for you to be more emotionally fulfilled in this lifetime, if you stop all of that and look for depth. Why is that person gossiping? See, that's what you have to ask. That's how you get deeper. Why? Why is this person coming to me all the time with gossip? Oh, well, because I love gossip. Oh, okay. But if I didn't love gossip, that person's still going to gossip, okay? They're just going to gossip to somebody else who loves to hear gossip. So then you got to ask yourself, where is this gossip coming from? Where did they get the gossip from? And you trail back, and this is where you get depth, and you get rabbit holes, and you go back, and you go back, and you go back, and you go back, and you're like, oh, they are an insecure person, and they actually envy the person that they are gossiping about. So we have the Emperor energy in the heart of it all. You being super stoic, And in this deck, I get the heaviest stoicism out of all of the decks because this is the Baroque deck. And this, I have just like, it's not even a surge, it's like a woo of goosebumps. I wish you could just see them. I don't even think you can see them. So that's why I can't wait to have the other camera, because I will actually be able to show you these spiritual goosebumps, whatever you want to call them. But he's very, very confident. And in this deck, he's not sitting upright. He is sitting chilled back with his staff right here. Just super stoic. I mean, I can't say it enough. I cannot stress enough stoicism off of this card. And that's lovely for you, because that will help you to move in silence and be able to accomplish and continually move in the Nine of Pentacles energy. So now we're going to move into your opposing matters, and that's the Five of Wands. You see? So I believe that has to do with I might not believe. I know this ties in with this, because you can read this just like a crossword puzzle. So you can connect all these energies all different ways in the Tree of Life spread. And so this Five of Wands energy is because of these illusions that you're putting yourself into. So this is a competition that you're in that you don't need to be in. You're in a competition that you don't need to be in. A gossiping competition. It can be a lot of different things, really. This is a general collective reading. So again, that is in your opposing matters. And in this deck, these people are kind of just staring over at the other one. It's almost, you get the feeling of like everybody's hanging out together and they're all partying together. Maybe they're drinking together, whatever. Everybody's having a good time, but nobody likes each other. Everybody's just, all they're doing in this is gathering information. They're pretending that they love this person. They're so funny, they're so great, they're this, they're that, but they're gaining information so that as soon as the party disperses, now they can go out and spread the gossip. And that's what you got to stay away from. I'm telling you. You know, and again, I know we're passive aggressive and we just want to tell you what to do, but if you want to be more emotionally fulfilled, you move away from that and find the depth. And I mean literally talk to these people and ask them, where'd you hear that from? I wonder where they heard it from. Well, I don't know. Oh, you don't know. So now we're playing the telephone game. Let's point that out. Let's point out the fact that a lot of those facts are not facts. So now in your helpful matters position, oh yeah. Whew, the death card. And again, this is you putting a death to that energy. I'm telling you, you move into this energy, that is what is helping you right now. The ending and a beginning of something new. You will find or need to find, as soon as you can cut out the gossip, it's no different than if you were ever addicted to drugs or partying or any of those things, and then you stop and all those friends disappear. I've had the same phone number for decades and nobody's calling. Because I don't resonate on that anymore, on their level anymore. And it's not that I'm better than them. It's that I was ready to move on up. I was ready to grow, mature. And figure out this whole life thing, you know? So, I'm not going to stick on that anymore. So now we're going to move into the number 3 position, which is your difficulties and your what's blocking you or stopping you. And interestingly enough, it's actually the Page of Pentacles. So that kind of, it's kind of opposite of the Nine of Pentacles energy being in your communications career. And so it's almost as if you are not as confident about what you're doing or don't think you have as much as you do because, again, you're like comparing yourself to other people. Because of being in these gossip rings, you know, I'll call them, I don't know what else to call them, but, you know, you find yourself comparing yourself to the people in your circles, you know? And that's, again, that you can't do that. You have to compare yourself to yourself. You're only in competition with yourself. You're only competing against yourself. Because you will be permanently let down. Comparing yourself to everybody else, because there's always somebody that's got more than you. Why do you think everybody's out running around trying to get everything? Because they think that they can do it, and they want to be the one to say that I got the most. But again, you can't take none of it with you. We know this. You can't take any of it with you anyways. So what does it matter? So now in your responsibilities. Wow, I haven't pulled this card out of this deck yet, and it is gorgeous. And you have the Strength card, which is now that number 8 energy. And this one is so floral. There's a lot of, even though this is like a fire sign, there's a lot of grounded energy in here as well, in my opinion. It's like a well-balanced mix. You know, and we know the Strength card is taming the inner lion. So you're responsible to tame that inner lion, to tame those thoughts, and to move out of that reality that you created for yourself. And it'll be just like an addict who's getting off drugs. You're going to want to gossip. And it's going to sound weird even and hard for you to say, yeah, I really don't want to talk about that. Can we just talk about something else? Like, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of this anymore type of thing. It's way out of your comfort zone. And that's the purpose of the North Node, to get you out of your comfort zone, because that's where all the magic happens. That's the unknown. That's where who knows what will happen. But walking in that South Node, you've always done it. You already know what's going to happen. You've got it mapped out, planned out. But the Sagittarius, being the idealistic type of person, and being that it's ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and fortune and expansion, the biggest planet. So again, that is, I believe, some of those thoughts that you got going on, because like I said, it makes perfect sense, because if we got the Nine of Pentacles in the communication and career, but we have the Page of Pentacles up in your difficulties, but you are to walk in that North Node of that Jupiter mentality, that luck and that fortune, you're already there. You already have the luck and the fortune. You just don't see it. Because you think it's not as much as the other person, so that means you can't have it. If they have more than you, then you don't have it yet. You just don't have it yet. It's a choice. It's a choice. And you can make it one way or the other. One's a lot harder than the other. One's a lot more emotionally draining. In our number one position, this is a beautiful energy. There's been a lot of beautiful energy here, despite where we started, despite where you're at right now, tied up in your mind, But the number one position, the spiritual position, is the Hierophant. And so I'm speaking to some very, very high level, because the Sagittarius is the spiritual leader. I believe I said this already. So if you're still with me, like, you are the spiritual guru. You are, and you don't even know it. See, you don't even know it yet. But that's because you haven't dove into any of the rabbit holes. You've only stayed on the surface level, You've only known that, well, the Hierophant, it has to do with a courthouse, or, it's just it is the counterpart to the High Priestess. But this guy is leading, I always felt like leading an army, and especially in this, because you have the two that are in front of him as if they're his servants. He's holding up the hand mudra. If you don't know what a hand mudra is, look into those. It's actually the same one that's in the Devil card. It's the same mudra. Now, in this one, he's actually doing a different hand mudra. Interesting. I did not notice that before. I'm going to have to get back into those. Anyway, okay, sorry. So, now, we are going to go into the divine mind and see what divine intelligence has for you. Some wisdom, some guidance, some warnings, more warnings. And that's what a lot of tarot is warnings. It's warnings. You are to contemplate. This is how deep you need to go. You are to contemplate on contemplation. Contemplate on contemplation. Presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, And when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. I literally just said this in my person's live tonight, because when you miss somebody, you're going to miss some things. When you miss your past, you're going to miss some things. And when you miss your future, how do you miss your future? Believing you're never going to have it. Believing whatever you think that you want or deserve, that you're never going to have it. So now you're missing a future that's not even here. Now you're being asked to check in. Again, this is introspection. This is going within. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful to do so. Right, because that will help to get you out of that Two of Swords subconscious, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go, not knowing who to talk to. And that's what you're being asked to do. Figure out who you can talk to. Well, who can you talk to? Yourself. Who can you trust more than yourself? I don't know anyone I can trust more than myself. Because I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm not capable of. There's no surprises when I'm dealing with myself. Now, I can surprise myself in being able to do more and go further and deeper and harder than I thought that I could. I can also hang back more than I thought I could. And celebrate. You know, a lot of people want to get stuck on their current situation and they just get down and down and down, but not realizing, you know, a lot of the things that you said you were going to be happy when you got, you start looking and you've got them already. You've already got them. So why aren't you happy? Why aren't you celebrating for the things that you've already got? Confirmation. No matter how big or small, do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. See, I mean, it's whatever it is. It's like, oh, I reached this goal, so I'm gonna take myself out for my favorite ice cream, my favorite whatever it is, whatever treat that you really don't do much. You know, and it's like, you go out of your way to surprise everybody else, but how often do you go out of your way to surprise yourself? You know, how often do you do that? Lovely. I did not flip any Moonology. I was just reminded. I had touched this deck several times and it's been warm, and forgive me, I somehow got out of that. I got away from it. And now we're about to find out why, because it's gonna be something totally different now than it would have been in the beginning. Work through your fears. I mean, if that's not a devil energy, I don't know what it is. But now this is the opposite. Work through your fears. The fears that you've created in your own mind. The fears that don't even exist. The fears that will never exist. Work through them. New moon in Scorpio, which we do have a new moon coming up in like 2 or 3 days. And so, yeah, we need to remember that. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Again, we had that 9-9 energy. I already went into all of that. I'm telling you, this too shall pass. Everything is temporary. That's what you got to realize. Everything is temporary. Because everything that happened to you in the past was temporary, right? Because now you're here, today, right now. That was all temporary. It's gone. And you know as well as I do, the older you get, it seems the faster it goes, right? So it's more temporary than it was yesterday. Tomorrow is. We'll flip our psychic reading. And then we will head into a new song that I just randomly made up tonight. I practiced it for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I think I got it pretty all right for now. And we'll just start building that one. We're just building songs. That's how I look at it. Just build a little bit here and build a little bit there. abundance. I'm telling you that you have more than you think you have. You have already what you said you were going to be happy with. You already have it. The abundance card, number 1. There's just so much abundance here. And what did I say? This is Sagittarius, the planet of Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Massive expansion. Massive. You know, get out of your community. You know, go, this lifetime you really need to go. Oh, I'm like looking for what? I don't even know. You know, step out of your community. Get the heck way out. Like, go down some other rabbit holes of some other races, some other ethnicities. You know, go dive into, if you can get out of the country, whatever country you're in, get out of the country. You know, that's what you're really called to do. Not stay local, small, so you can stay up on the local gossip. Forget about all that. Forget about it. So number 1, abundance is your natural state of being. Manifest it today. You have received this card as a gentle reminder that abundance is a state of mind. The universe wants to remind you that you are abundant spiritual being. You have the ability to manifest all of the abundance you need in your life. It is extremely important for you to focus on what do you have in your life and not focus on what. Wow, did I just screw that up or what? It is extremely important for you to focus on what you do have in your life and not focus on what you don't have. Abundance can come in many forms, but it equates to having enough of whatever it is you desire in your life. The universe operates within the realms of time and space. And once you understand this concept, the possibilities of abundance are limitless. When you want to manifest abundance into your life, all you need to do is imagine, sense, see, and feel the thing you want to have an abundance of and determine in your mind's eye that you already have exactly what you need. How many times have I already said this? I even just made this a short, like 2 hours ago. Unbelievable. It's all tied together. If you don't know that now, maybe you never will. All you need to do is allow the power of the universe to take care of the rest. You need to remember to let go of the question of how things will work out. All you need to know in your heart is that anything is possible, and I'm adding this now, it's already happened. It's already possible. For instance, do you want to have abundance to pay for a bill, afford a holiday, to not worry about money, to have wonderful friendships in your life, to have health in your life, or have a desired love and happiness you feel you are lacking in your life? It is time to change your mindset to be positive. You may feel that this concept sounds as though it is easier said than done, right? We all do. Remember, the universe works on a different vibration to that of the earth realm. So the first thing you need to learn is to patience. See? Patience is a major part, temperance, of manifesting any type of abundance. Abundance does not simply happen overnight. It does take time and positive energy. Once you understand this, surrender your hopes, fears, focus, manifest, and believe, and watch abundance appear in your life. And that's where I'm at. And you guys don't even realize what's happening. You don't even know where I came from. You just showed up today, which I do appreciate, because you could be anywhere else. And if you're still here now, that means so much to me. So, having said all that, my brain is like, wow, okay, I can relax. We are going to flip now the secret manifestation card and see how it ties all of this together. And I already looked earlier, and it does go right along with the read, and I had no idea it was going to, obviously, but now I see it all build up to this. Happiness attracts happiness. It's a simple formula. You must be happy now to bring everything that makes you happy into your life through the law of attraction. I literally just made a short about this. Like 2 hours ago. Unreal. I got my elephant's trunk up to also attract in love and abundance. And so now, without further ado, you know, I'll tell you what, I have the dangest times with some of these little cones not doing their job when everybody else is. We're all doing our job here. This guy's got one job and he ain't getting it done. Alright, let's see about that. Give you something to stare at while I'm playing. I'm excited about this new song. I really like it. I know that you will too. Wonderful. Beautiful. All right. I'm not looking at the time because it doesn't matter. Putting this out there in the ethers for those who are ready to do this. Ready to stop playing around while playing around. All right. Here we go. You're probably fast forwarding all of this, I'm sure. Got some smoke left. Maybe I should keep going a little bit. We got some smoke left. I heard my cat for confirmation. I'm gonna throw down a little more. Hold on. Practice makes perfect.